Hi, my name is Chip Codroach. This is actually my first movie review on YouTube. So let me just go back. Let me just explain my background a little bit. I was a communications major. I did some film classes, not a lot, just one. But I watched Siskel and Ebert. I watched some other people on YouTube. I'm not going to mention their names, but I think I can maybe do a little bit better explaining things and maybe not jump all over the place, or at least try not to. So the movie that I will be reviewing is from 1993. It's actually Batman: Mask of the Phantasm. If you didn't hear of it, that's fine. Not a lot of people did. This movie kind of got lost in the shuffle. It had to compete with Jurassic Park, The Fugitive, Mrs. Doubtfire, Philadelphia Story. Unfortunately for us kids, we had Ninja Turtles 3 and Mario Brothers, and I'm surprised my parents didn't ground me for a month because I dragged my mom to Mario Brothers, and the whole family saw Ninja Turtles 3. Pretty sure they wanted to beat the crap out of me after seeing those movies. They were bad. And also, there was also The Sandlot and Rookie of the Year. I call it Dookie of the Year. Rather have seen this instead. This was so much better, and I just saw it 30 years later. So, anyways, this was actually, I consider it a lost treasure because my friends didn't even talk about this movie. It was not talked about. And one day I was just at work and said, you know what? I think I'm going to buy that Mask of the Phantasm movie. And I went on eBay and bought it for $10 or something. But unfortunately, it was the VHS, and I don't own a VCR. So for those who don't know, this is what a VHS tape looks like. Yeah, it's big, it's bulky, and you got to rewind them when you're done. You could either have a rewinder or you can put it right in your VHS machine and do it that way. So finally, after all that, I finally got the DVD for $5 less. And then I finally watched it, and I was actually kind of intrigued by it. There's a lot of twists and turns in it. There's actually a love backstory that I was not expecting. And the sad part is, it really does explain how Batman can't be Batman and have a girlfriend, let alone get married at the same time. I mean, how would you like to be on a romantic dinner and boom, the bat signal goes off? It's kind of a problem. So, anyways, this movie actually got me into the Batman the Animated Series. It's based on the same thing. It's got some of the same voice actors in it. Kevin Conroy's Batman, very good Batman voice. Mark Hamill, we all know, is Luke Skywalker, whatever. He does a really good job voice acting as the Joker in this. And then you actually have Mrs. Beaumont, or sorry, Miss Beaumont. That's Dana Delaney. She is Bruce Wayne's lost love in some ways. He actually found her at the gravesite, grieving over just like he was, and boom, they started dating. That's an interesting way to pick somebody up. I'm sure that's not talked about a whole lot. So it actually also goes into how he became Batman. This was the first movie to do that, at least from what I've seen. Maybe some of them did it back in the 1930s or 40s when there was a couple other Batman movies. They certainly didn't do it in the 60s one, which was a good movie with Adam West. But anyways, I'm going to show you a couple clips. I'm not going to get too far into it because it's like I said, I don't think a lot of people saw this. And hopefully, if you see the video, you're going to want to watch it. And I don't want to spoil too much because it's only an hour and 15 minutes long. It's very short. That's my only gripe with it is the actual time. They somehow fit this story with all this going on in an hour and 15 minutes, which is pretty impressive. So right off the bat, they actually show the Phantasm. So the first couple minutes, as you can see, there is the Phantasm. Now, I'm not going to go into if he's good or bad. Yes, he's going after a bad guy, but you don't really know for sure. And I'm not going to tell you either. You're going to have to watch it on your own for that. Yes, perfect. Okay, so now what happens is the cops are actually sort of against Batman right about now. Bruce Wayne does not know this, so he decides to have a party. And this is the Bruce Wayne lifestyle. Notice he's not with one woman, he's talking to three. This is what eligible bachelors, I guess if you have billions of dollars, can do. Problem is, he runs into this.
Just when you're wondering where to register to China, he forgets your phone number.
Oh, and it's probably not Gatorade, so that probably really burned his eyes. What I'm trying to explain is this is why he's this kind of goes back to that back love story kind of deal. Because this is, I mean, he's been Bruce Wayne for so long, and he's not really with anybody. He didn't return his call, probably because he was getting a call from the bat signal, or he could have been with those other three girls. We don't really know.
Thanks for the handkerchief, Arthur. You know where you can stick it.
So Bruce Wayne now, he enters his, whatever you want to call this, his room or whatnot. And we all know Bruce Wayne lost his parents. And he looks sad.
I heard my name. I thought, who are you talking to?
Hold on then.
I didn't mean to.
That's okay. We're done. Mom doesn't have much to say today. Hey, I'm not the only one who talks to your loved ones.
Oh, I saw it. What country border is
It's just that what I'm talking
And this character here is Chuck Sowell. He is actually one of the gangsters with the counterfeit money at the beginning of this. And unfortunately, he has to go to the World's Fair to find his long-lost buddy. And he's not going to the World's Fair to see any circus clowns either. And we got him. There he is. The Joker making his appearance. And with all this going on, the cops are after Batman. He's now after Batman. And they're also after this Phantasm character, which nobody even knows who it even is. And Batman really doesn't have any type of idea that he's really being framed for anything yet. So he's trying to find the Phantasm, and he's trying to tie in the gangsters too. So there's sort of a lot going on. And like I said, I'm not showing a lot of clips because I really don't want to spoil anything. Every time I try to show a clip, it gives something away. So with that being said, I am actually done with the clips. So now that I'm going to conclude this video, this will be one of my shorter ones because like I said, I didn't want to show a lot. I didn't want to give a lot away. All I'm going to tell you is I'm going to grade this pretty much at an A-. This is you definitely have to check this out. The movies today are pure trash. If you want to look for something good, you're going to have to go back to 1993. This was almost the golden age of movies. There were a lot of good ones. And now if this movie came out in 2008, it would stick out like a sore thumb because it would be great. 2008 was trash. So if you can write any comments you want. You can tear me apart because it's my first video. So yeah, just write down in the comments below and let me know if you like this and give me ideas for my next video. Thank you very much.